Good Tuesday to you. I'm meteorologist AJ Burnett. We'll have some snow starting to overspread the area toward about the lunch hour, I'd say, especially from central out toward western Massachusetts. This will move into the Boston area in short order after that. So most of the afternoon we'll have some snow around, but there'll be a rain snow line that'll be creeping northward. I think most of the mid-afternoon time frame, if you're driving around then, will be in the form of snow, but that changeover will start to happen toward the evening drive time as temperatures warm to above freezing. That would be along and south of the Mass Pike. I think to the north of the Pike, you've got a couple more hours of some snow and or sleet, maybe even some freezing rain before that changeover happens. That'll be later on tonight. This all pushes out of here in time for tomorrow morning, but it may still be a little slick out there first thing tomorrow morning as our temperatures then fall back to just below freezing. How much snow? Not a whole lot. Looks like a coating to maybe an inch or so around Worcester on up into the Merrimack Valley, southern New Hampshire. A lot of that honestly is going to get washed away once we change over to rainfall. Not expecting a whole lot of accumulation, if any, really from Boston on southward down toward the Cape and the islands, where we could pick up an inch or two net, right? This is after maybe a little bit of sleet mixing in here, would be out toward the Berkshires on toward Route 2 and points north into southern New Hampshire. So again, not a big amount of precip from this at all. Rainfall from this will total between about ½ an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch widespread across most areas. All right, so the freezing rain component to this, that's going to be a little trickier because I do think out through the Worcester Hills and into southern New Hampshire, there'll be a period where it's warmer aloft than it is at the ground level. The ground's going to be the last place to kind of warm up. And so what we end up with is this glazing that happens atop some of the snow that falls. So that'll make sidewalks and walkways very slick through this evening. Just be mindful of that. High temperatures today, when all is said and done, should warm up into the middle and perhaps upper 30s. That would be the area that changes over to rain for Boston southward. North and west of town would be a little closer to freezing, and that's why it's going to be a little bit more difficult to see that changeover. Overnight tonight, our temperatures will start to fall back, and we'll see a little bit of fog developing in a few areas as well. Tomorrow, we start to turn things a little bit milder. The rain will have come to an end. There could be a little black ice first thing in the morning as we start out on a chilly note, but a sunny afternoon, 42 to 52 degrees. That's going to be delicious indeed. We've got that warmer air temporarily trying to come in here for today. It doesn't really get in here until maybe toward the weekend, honestly. Cold front comes through. That'll dry us out, but with the benefit of some sunshine tomorrow, it should warm up into the 40s. We watch this dividing line between some real warm stuff down to the south and our cooler air over the northeast, kind of just sitting just to our south. And as that lifts northward, we'll end up getting a little bout of rain in here as we head into later Thursday night and on into Friday. With that dose of rain, again, it looks like another ½ an inch to maybe upwards of an inch down toward portions of the Cape and the islands. All right, your 7-day forecast. There you go. 48 tomorrow. So a nice little break from the cold. This is a quick bout of cold weather that we're coming out of right now. 40s really for the rest of the week until we get to the weekend, and then it's warmer, 50 to 55, maybe 56 degrees as we set the clocks ahead by an hour heading on towards Sunday.